Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that Prince of Cups. Let's put that into some context. Let's see what they're doing here. Very interesting. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Here we go. We got that air energy. We've always got some air energy. All right, mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. Let's use the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the card that we select at random. We set aside. We don't look at it. In fact, we're going to put our Lizard Guardian right there. That is the Lizard King. And at the end of the reading, we'll see if that card can tie everything together or give us the confirmation or the kind of bonus missing piece that we might need. Okay, so let's look around here. Let's see what we've got. We've got just a couple of major arcana, the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. We've got some fire, some water, some earth, and some air. That's pretty cool. I like that we've got a balance of the elements here. Okay, so everything here just seems to be getting along well enough that everything's kind of stable and in balance so that we can deal with this Prince of Cups and that Star energy. Over here we have more air, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune and some earth energy. Okay, the earth energy is really cool because this kind of represents you, Capricorn. It's the Knight of Pentacles, which is the fire of earth, which is cardinal earth, which is the Capricorn energy. Okay, so this is a very roundabout way of saying you got this, right? That you're in control of this situation and you can do what's necessary to ensure maximum outcome, best possible outcome here. All right, so what we're doing with this prince, I wonder if maybe this is a water sign person in your life. Maybe this is someone that you've had some doubts about recently. Is there someone in your life that you've been kind of connecting with, but you don't trust them? You're still a little bit cautious with them. There is you're trying to remain fortified. Look, you've got your kind of elemental guardians around you, right? Protecting your central star. This is your spirit, this is you. And you've got the guardians of the four elements, the four corners, the four quarters, right? You've got your guardians set up. Because this person's in your life, and I don't think we know really what their story is yet. It's like we're trying to figure out, hey, what's your deal? Okay. I don't know if this is a work thing, a personal thing. I think you're trying to see how this person might fit into your life, right? And I think this person is a little bit secretive. They're a little bit mysterious, all right? I don't know if this is a love thing. It doesn't feel romantic. Maybe this is someone that you're thinking about, teaming up with for business, or this, it doesn't have to be a person either. This could be an institution, could be a company, could be a business that you're thinking about getting involved with. It's an entity, all right? And we can't really see into their souls well enough to discern what they're all about, okay? So we're being very cautious with something. We're balancing our energy. We're focused on what we are doing. And this is some energy that we have to deal with that it's not going to hurt us. It's not going to damage us, but we're going to make the right decision so that we can continue with the work that we're doing. Okay. I think you are a builder. I think you're someone who is very determined right now. You are in the center of your universe right now. Okay. But I think that this entity, person, or institution, this really could change everything. You know, this is like that opportunity. It's either that relationship with that institution or with that person that if you choose to enter into this partnership, it really is going to change the direction of your life. So it's not a decision to take lightly. You know, this is not something to really fool around with, right? We want clarity. We want to know precisely how this person or institution fits into our destiny, our life, our plans, our future. So this may be life-changing, maybe, right? We're still trying to figure that out. And with the Prince of Cups here, this is someone who has a certain persona. And it's one of those people where you just kind of feel like there's something else going on behind that mask that you want to know about. But they're just not revealing it, right? It's a little bit, it draws us in, it makes us curious, but it's difficult to penetrate that mask. It's difficult to kind of peek behind it. We don't know if they're hiding something sinister or if they're hiding this other, intense side to themselves. Okay. And the same could be for an institution. It's got a certain facade on the outside, but we just think, what's really going on inside there? What are the executives on the top floor really talking about? So there's this idea that this could either be extraordinarily great for our future, but we don't want to take any undue risks. Okay. We're going to go with the star energy next. Now this is you, fully enlightened, fully illumined. This is when you find yourself in the center of this cross, really, right here, with the vertical and the horizontal axis, the spiritual aligning with the physical, and you're right in the middle. It's the perfect alignment of energies that you are at the top of your game right now. You know who you are. You have confidence. You have a lot of vitality. You've got a real glow about you right now. And Capricorn, I know every reading, which I do maybe 2 or 3 readings for Capricorn every week, okay? Every reading has this star energy. It's like you are literally the center of your universe. You are the star of your life, right? It's almost like we're all living in a sitcom, right? But we're all the main character. We're all the star of the show. And I guess sometimes it's a drama, sometimes maybe it's a comedy. Sometimes it might be more supernatural or a thriller or something, but we're all like kind of the lead role, And there's always, in your readings, there's always this idea of sunshine, of brightness, of life and love and glow and vitality. You are the star in your life. Okay, so a star, everything kind of gravitates to it, right? You look at like a star, a celebrity, right? Fans, the paparazzi people, everybody just kind of flocks to them, right? And everybody is a Prince of Cups, right? Everybody has a certain mask, but they have a secret hidden agenda as well. Right? And as the star, it's kind of sometimes better to just set your bodyguards up around you, get your security out, so that no one can get really to you, okay? Because you just kind of have to assume for your own safety that everybody has some kind of malicious intent. Well, it's not that severe for us unless you are a celebrity. In that case, can I have your autograph? But you're also the source of illumination in your life, right? You are the kind of center. It could be that your family really looks to you for love and light and warmth, and generosity and care and nurturing and support. Your pets, your plants, and your people. So we need to we need to be aware of who we are, and you are, I think you are aware of that, and what your responsibilities are, and what planets depend on you. Okay, so you do have to be cautious. You do have your guardians set up in case this person or institution is not what they appear to be. It's not going to cause you any kind of damage. It's like you've prepared yourself to take that risk, see what it's all about, right? Go for it. And if you get the feeling that it's not working, it's not right, then you can get out of there, and there's no harm done because you're prepared, right? What's behind you is the Princess of Swords. Now, this energy has basically been fighting off everybody that tries to get close, right? This is that one security agent, that one bodyguard that is just treats everybody like a criminal, right? And as soon as somebody even maybe looks in your direction, they're out there pushing them away and ushering them, to a safe distance. This is the energy that rejects everyone immediately, right? This is behind you. This is yesterday. This is maybe how you used to be. Maybe in the past you didn't take any risks with people. You shut things down before they ever got to that point where someone might get too close. You reject people before the conversation even begins. So that you still have that capability. You can go back to that energy if you need to. I don't believe you're going to need to, but it's possible, and you can. And this is there. It's one of your guardians. This is kind of your defense mechanisms a little bit, Depends on how we want to look at the energy. We also see 4 of discs down beneath everything. Okay, this is the unconscious drive. And this might be your introversion. We say that you're this kind of shining person, but I think deep down you like your solitude. We also, in your readings, Capricorn, always have this kind of hermit vibe, You might be out there being the celebrity, but you're a hermit at heart, right? You're a homebody at heart. And this is down here as one of your guardians, and this is this is the safety of your life. This is the foundation of your life. You know that you can always go inward. You can always go home and shut the door, right? There's safety and there's wisdom in retreat, okay? And this is maybe a special card because it is kind of a little unconscious. So this might be your kind of natural instinct, fight or flight. I think you flight, right? Interestingly, we see the fight card directly opposite that. The conscious mind is saying fight, but your gut is saying flight, right? So we have that duality right here, this fight or flight duality. Okay, very cool. And that tells me that you can do both, right? In the moment, you can decide instantaneously based on intuition, based on instinct, right? From wisdom from above and below, right to the center. You can choose in the moment which one is appropriate, and you can react and you can respond appropriately. But I think your gut, I think your instinct says, let's just get out of here. Let's go home. Let's turn the lights down, shut the drapes, and we'll just get into our cozy robe, and we'll drink a hot cup of tea, just me and my dog, or my plants, or my loved ones, my kids, my spouse, whoever it is, right? Just to retreat to that home base, that is your sanctuary. And it could literally be, your home with a nice, sturdy deadbolt. But this is the sanctuary of your internal world, more than anything. The sanctuary of our home is a symbolic expression of the inner sanctuary. Okay? We make our home secure because we want to feel secure. We want to be secure internally. And so this is the kind of internal card too. And I think that's where our gut kind of pushes us. But, you know, at the top of everything, we've got the Five of Wands. I think you're a scrappy one, Capricorn. I think if you push a goat far enough, they will kick you and bite you and try to ram you with their horns. You know, they're not afraid of a little scuffle. And so I think that this is also just your assertiveness. This is your confidence. This is your ability to stand up for yourself, right? And everybody has their limit of kind of how far they can be pushed before they just kind of, you know, push back. I'm not advocating any kind of physical violence or any kind of violence at all. But I do believe in protecting yourself, you know. And this is the knowledge that you have the physical ability, right? Maybe this is you've literally taken some kind of self-defense courses, or you know a martial art, or you're at the gym, or you do Krav Maga, right? Or you do boxing, or something that's physically athletic that teaches you some skills, you know. But again, this isn't necessarily about the physical part of it. The physical part is an expression of what we feel inside. And you feel this strength, this power, this assertiveness, that nobody is going to take advantage of you, that you can fight, metaphorically, if you need to. Okay? And this is at the top of your mind. This might be what you are aspiring to. So maybe you're considering taking some classes, taking some Krav Maga, taking some jiu-jitsu, or some other kind of martial art, or some kind of defense course, or anything like that. Okay? That might be something that's on your mind right now. And then tomorrow we've got, well, this card's disappointment. I think that what you do too, Capricorn, and you know, I know this is a general reading. I still think we've kind of covered the person up or the institution, but I really think that you're considering getting involved with this person in one way or another. Okay? And this is kind of a secondary detail. I don't really even care about that, because I know that you're prepared for whatever that becomes is going to be fine. If this is a partnership that is wonderful for you and life-changing, good. If it's not, you're going to be fine. This is the card that expects the worst. Okay, now I know the saying is to, hope for the best and expect the worst, or something like that. I guess I don't know the phrase. I think you're anticipating it being completely heartbreaking and disappointing. You know what the worst possible outcome could be, and you're protecting yourself against that. All right, you're prepared for you're hoping it works out well. You're hoping that it's part of your destiny. It could be life-changing. I kind of feel that it is, honestly, you know. But I feel that that's not important. What's important is your defenses, your guardians, your preparation, your fortitude of who you are, protecting this star that is you. And I think one way is to, and you know, maybe this isn't the best way, but to assume everything's going to be a disappointment. You know, is this you lowering your expectations? Maybe. Maybe we assume tomorrow's going to be miserable, and then when it's not, we're pleasantly surprised. It could be. Now, I'm not saying any of this is right or wrong. You know, I don't know if we should be lowering our expectations. I don't know if we should assume every day is going to be terrible, so then we can be pleasantly surprised when it's not. I don't know if that's the right way. I feel like that's a little bit of what we're doing, though. Okay. Looking at tomorrow with this kind of Five of Cups attitude. And, you know, maybe that does kind of set us up. Maybe this card's basically just saying, hey, look, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We don't know what tomorrow's going to be like. It could be complete trash, right? And maybe this is just being realistic and being honest and, you know, preparing ourselves, fortifying ourselves against that calamity, that the ultimate pain and discomfort and sorrow that we're going to experience eventually. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe the next day, or the next day, or the next day. Eventually. Preparing ourselves emotionally to withstand, pain, disappointment, heartbreak, sorrow. Okay? So I think all of this, because we have all of the elements here, So I think that we're preparing ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, to deal with whatever may come of this situation and any situation. Okay. Now we're going to the path of the serpent now. This video is running a little bit long. Here is the Prince of Swords. This is air on air. This is a little bit of confusion. Tell you. This is a little bit of, you're getting two different stories, kind of. This could be one story we tell ourselves, what we want to believe, and then the other story is kind of what the facts are telling us. It's double air. It's air on air. So it's really, it might be either some mixed messages, it might be some confused communication, kind of, playing phone tag or stuff that's getting lost in translation. We need to clear this up a little bit, and maybe the way to do that is to really stop trying to intellectualize it, stop trying to sort it out with data and facts. This is maybe, you've learned all you can through the interview process. Now you just kind of have to go with your gut, go with your intuition. Interview is over. If we extend an interview too long, it just becomes kind of nonsense. Like my tarot readings, to be honest with you. There's a certain point where you kind of just have to, sign off, and say thank you. We'll let you know. So I think that we have the double air here because we're thinking about it too much, and it's just we're not getting anywhere with that. Okay. Next card, I'll try to hurry up. Next card is the Wheel of Fortune. I was saying this before, how I think that you have a very clear perception of your own orbit, right? If you are this star, this is the star card. If you are this star, the Wheel of Fortune is your prescribed orbit. And it's in the position of your environment. So these are the things that are orbiting you. Okay, it's a circular card. It's all about the rhythm, the cycles. You know what things kind of come and go. You know when to expect them in your life. You know where you are going, and you know generally when you're supposed to arrive at certain things. Long-term goals, your 5-year plan, 10-year plan. And this isn't necessarily career related, okay? You could be in retirement now, but you're someone who kind of, I was going to say sees the future, but kind of, right? You know where things are going. You know what type of rhythms and cycles that you're on in your life. I think you're very tuned into the seasons of the earth. You're very tuned into maybe astrology too. Maybe you're heavy into astrology. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't be surprised. And I think that this is not an intellectual exercise for you, right? We see that this Wheel of Fortune energy, this Jupiter energy, this is kind of, to me, like the astrology, the esoteric sciences, your attunement, your harmony and resonance with the rhythm and the cycles of the cosmos and the planets and of yourself and of nature. A real sense of your own path, your own destiny, right? This is kind of on both sides being challenged by all of this air energy. So it's double air over here, and then over here, the air is breaking down. The air is kind of thinning out and dissipating, right? It's like all of the air gets sucked out of the room, right? But sometimes that's what we need. Right? Sometimes that kind of is what we need. And I think this is here to say that right now there might be too much air. We need to get rid of that air. This is what we don't want. The 10 of Swords, I know you don't want to, kind of relinquish the mental control. but you are so tuned in with the rhythm and cycles of the cosmos and of nature and of yourself that we need to focus on that. We need to trust our instinct, trust our gut, and not over intellectualize the process. Not try to intellectually figure this situation out or figure this person or institution out. Fall back on our Jupiter energy, our wheel of fortune. How does that person fit into our destiny, our life, the rhythm of things? You know, maybe it's just kind of going with the rhythm of it, and this person will either get on the wheel with you at a certain point, or they'll fall off, or they won't want to join. But it's almost like you know, the universe will take care of things. Maybe it's spinning. You're spinning so fast, this person's not going to be able to go with you. So it's just kind of, it's about letting things happen and responding to them as time moves forward, right? So the Ten of Swords, it's what we don't want, but we need that. We need to give up the mental control a little bit. Okay. And if we are down at the bottom here with the Ten of Swords, what's next is going to be the earth energy, right? Fire, water, air, and then earth is the final kind of crystallization of things. So here is the card that we kind of began with and we're ending with. This is the Capricorn card. This is you making the right decisions. The outcome here is going to be just fine. It's going to be perfect because you are fully in line with the patterns and rhythms, with the seasons, with the orbits and the rotation of everything. You're tuned in, and we just have to continue tuning in, right? We've got to put that Jupiter energy right there, and we've got to be that star and trust in our orbit, trust in our guardians, trust in ourselves and in the universe. Don't overthink it. Right? Don't try to kind of fit everything into this intellectual, matrix that we've got. Let your soul, let your body, let all of this energy do its natural work, and the outcome's going to be just fine, right? And this is you moving forward with your destiny in the most perfect way. So this could be life-changing. I don't want to take away from that, because this person, if maybe they are meant to be on this wheel with you. Maybe they are in some way kind of getting on this, this Ferris wheel, and it's going to lead to really great things, right? But whatever role this person or institution has, it's not going to take away from your success. It might add to it. It might change the direction a little bit, but it's not going to harm you in any way. All right. Let's look at the mystery card. Let me put these back. Okay, so thank you, Lizard King, for being the guardian of our mystery. I don't know what this is. Maybe this will be a confirmation of, this person or institution's role in your life. We see temperance. We see perhaps a difficulty here. We see perhaps a blending of the fire and the water here, because the temperance is kind of, both here at the same time. A mixing together of fire and water. So it could be suggesting that the outcome here is going to be these two. It's going to be, fortifying yourself against disappointment and having the courage and the confidence to stand up for yourself and keep pushing forward. So maybe this person is not meant to be in your life right now. Maybe this institution that you're considering is not the one for you right now. Okay? Maybe. The tarot is not going to tell you what to do. And we're not predicting the future here. We're just reading energy. All right? The Temperance card is also that card that blends together the intellectual and the, the intuitive. Right? The head and the heart. The kind of the both sides of the brain, left and right brain, putting them together into one very intuitive kind of presentient almost energy. So it could be there that we're getting out of this purely intellectual energy, and we are trying to we are trying to, obviously listen to logic. We can't just throw, common sense out the window, all right? But we have to blend that with our reliance on the rhythms, with our tuning in to the patterns and the cycles of things, okay? So it might be that the real way to figure out this situation is to allow both to blend together, the head and the heart, right? Left and right brain, logic and, pure creativity. But what we definitely don't want, we need to temper, we need to turn down the volume on all of the air energy. I think the cat just knocked something over. We need to turn down the volume on all of the air energy. Okay, we need to temper that a little bit and allow more room so it's more balanced, right, with that intuitive energy. So I think this is an interesting confirmation card. And this is a card too that's saying, look, don't make a decision right now. See how it plays out, right? Restrain the urge to invoke any of your guardians too quickly. Right? Let's see how it unfolds before you make a decision. Don't do anything hasty, right? Take your time, be smart, be strategic. Anyway, I'm going to go see what that noise was, and we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, just click up here. That'll give you access to every extended reading. All right. Capricorn, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really love these journeys that we take together. I appreciate you watching these videos. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I never thought that this would ever happen. It's because of all of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help us get to 100K. Maybe we'll figure something special that we could do when we hit 100K. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.